Hey guys, it's Alyssa. So today's video is going to go ahead and be over college tips, and this section is going to be making a social life. So these are my top 10, and we're going to start off with not being shy. Now, I know that may be a hard thing because some people are just naturally shy. I am not one of those people. I have friends who are just kind of like naturally shy, and they're like, oh, well, you know, like biggest groups of people, you know, maybe not. But that's just kind of what new places are, you know, new experiences. You get out there and you go and you're just like, hi, I'm Alyssa, you know, nice to meet y'all, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, you know, if that's a little hard for you to just kind of come up and, you know, say to people, hi, you know, like, my name's Stacy, then, you know, make friends with one person. You know, say you see your one friend with like a group of people. You come up to your one friend and you're like, oh, hey, you know, what's going on? You know, blah, blah, blah. Talk to that one person introduces you to more people, and then you have like a little group of friends after a while. Or if you're not even like in that group, you know, you can still say hi to them. And you're all friends, and it all works. Alright, second tip. Sit with new people a lot. So this doesn't just apply for like the beginning of the school year, for any time that, you know, like, say you go into the school cafeteria and you're alone. I do that sometimes. Most of the time, like, I'll end up seeing friends. I'm like, hey man, what's up? But, you know, that's after introducing yourself and everything. But, you sit with new people, and, you know, if they're sitting by themselves, you know, come up and say, oh, hey, is anyone sitting here? And if they say, yeah, someone's sitting here, then you're like, oh, okay, well, you know, that's cool. But, you know, if they're like, oh, no one's sitting here, then, you know, feel free to sit down and just be like, hi, you know, and you introduce yourself. Always remember to introduce yourself, always, always, always. Another thing is kind of like along what I said earlier, where you have one friend and you make friends with like their friends as well, so like groups, question mark. So, so what you can do is, you know, like you're introducing yourself to people or something, and people have friends, friends make friends, have friends, because that's just what we do as humans, right? Nobody wants to be excluded. So, you know, so say you're eating lunch with that one person that you like just introduced yourself to, and then one of their friends comes up and is like, oh, hey, John, what's going on? And John's like, oh, not much, blah, blah, blah. And then John's like, oh, this is my friend, or, oh, hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. Or if they don't introduce you, you can be like, oh, hey, I'm Alyssa. So another thing is dorm mates. I don't know if I've talked about this in previous videos or not, but some of my best friends, guys, are in my dorms, and one's across the hall from me, one's downstairs. I love people in my dorms. They're just amazing people. Actually, the two that I'm like best friends with, they're the ones that I was like more reluctant to meet than other people, which is kind of weird. So the one across from me, Haley, I was sitting here at my computer, like I had my door open. It was like the first week of like introduction week, and I saw her come out of her room, and so I just kind of like glanced and I was like, you know, went back to my computer listening to my music, whatever, and she came and she's like, hi, I'm Haley. And I just kind of was sitting there like I'm listening to my music and I'm trying to, you know, like get ready for school. Like, what are you doing sitting here introducing yourself? But, you know, I was just like, hey, I'm Alyssa, you know, just being polite about it. And, you know, now she's like one of my best friends. You know, we're in each other's room constantly. It's great. So, yeah, just don't be reluctant to meet people, I guess, is kind of what I'm trying to say. Feel free to, you know, like open up and see people. Just being open-minded is a huge thing. It's a huge thing, guys. Number 5, social events. Go to social events that your school has. Alright, so for my school, we had this like beginning week before school where all the freshmen come and they get to know each other. That is an amazing opportunity because everybody's trying to get to know everybody, because everybody's new, everybody's from different places. So the top 3 questions that are asked are name, hometown, major. You know, you're going to get to meet a lot of people in different majors because you're going to be like, oh yeah, you're a, you know, science major? That's cool. I'm not a science major. That's how I introduce myself to like science people. Just go to social events that your school has. We had like a movie day or something, so I went with some people that I met, you know, and you introduce yourself to people there. Remember the 3 major questions, or the 3 most asked questions. You know, you can add in your own as well. So, you know, name, hometown, major, and then, you can throw in something about yourself, and then they'll probably throw in something about themselves. So, you know, like, oh, I'm Alyssa, I'm from Houston, you know, I'm a business marketing major, and they're like, oh, that's cool, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. If, you know, you're talking about, like, animals or something, bring up a pet that you have or you had, or your, like, favorite, I don't know, something. But, you know, just something else to, like, kind of differ yourself from other people. Because if everyone's going to be asking the same questions, you want to kind of differ yourself and, you know, make yourself stand out. So, always try to add in something else. So, along with that, number 6, it is being yourself 100%. Okay? Because one thing that is tolerated in high school for whatever reason is fakeness, and I do not like it. I've always just been like completely myself with people, completely honest. So like if they have any questions, like one girl was like, so I have a feeling you don't like me, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't. And so we talked about it, and you know, now her and I are friends because I was just completely open and honest, and she was willing to sit there and give me feedback as to like, why do you feel like this or something, and I'd be like, well, this is why I feel like this, and then she'd be like, oh, you know, and it's like just a confusion, I guess, kind of like of messages. So yeah, but like, you know, really cool people. Just be yourself 100%. Me, myself, is blasting 80s music, waking up in the morning, going to work out, being me, just doing what I do. As long as you're yourself 100%, it doesn't matter how weird you think you are. I guarantee you there are people just as weird as you, if not weirder. And you can all become friends. It's great. I have so many friends that we're all weird together. It's amazing. My friend saw this quote on the internet, and it was like, in high school, everybody sits there and, you know, judges each other, and you try to, like, you know, be all, like, cool and stuff. But in college, it's like you see some kid ripsticking in a Snuggie, and you're like, oh, that's a good idea. That's college, basically, you know? So you just be yourself around people. You be yourself 100%, and people will most likely remember you. So it's great. Number 7, get names, get numbers. That's not like a pickup kind of a thing. It's just like, you know, say you're friends with, or say you like just met someone and you're like, oh, hey, like we should hang out again sometime because I really enjoy your company. You know, you get their name and you get their number, and sometimes they'll end up in your classes. That happened to me. And so then, you know, like if y'all are both like confused on something in like math or whatever, then, you know, you can just like text them and be like, hey, do you want to study or something? They'll be like always down to study. Well, I mean, most of my friends that I know are like, yeah, always down to study, because, you know, you can learn so much from like how other people learn as well too. All right, number 8, hang out with people. That means just not just introducing yourself and meeting someone and being like, okay, well, it was great to meet you. I'll see you later. Bye. Hang out with them afterwards. You know, like if you see them anywhere, just be like, oh, hey, what's up? How are you? You know, like, do you want to go, like, grab a snack or something? And, you know, like, we'll just hang out and talk. People love that. I love that. And it's just a great way to, like, kind of connect with people, I guess, you know? And so it's good. Just remember to hang out with people and socialize, and you're good. You're solid. So along with that, we're going to go with number 9, which is go places. So, like, outside of campus. So, like, the zoo. My friend Nally and I, the first place we, like, went outside of campus together with was the zoo. It was great. It was a lot of fun. We bonded a lot, and now we're like best friends, and it's great. So yeah, go to places. The zoo, the grocery store, like Walmart, you know, and you know, make Walmart runs together because people find different things in Walmart interesting, and you're like, oh, like, you know, hey, look at that onesie, and it's like, are you looking at the same onesie I'm looking at? Are you looking at the Batman one? Yeah, like, we are twins now, you know? So yeah, just different stuff like that. Grocery store even, yeah. Movies. So movies is like one of the last places, not the last places I would suggest, but like one of the last places that you would really socialize with people. It's kind of like after you go to the movies, or like before you go to the movies. But you know, movies are just fun in general, so you know, once you're like friends with people and stuff, you're like, hey guys, let's all go to the movies, and then afterwards y'all hang out. So there's that. Alright, last tip, number 10. Introduce people to each other. So don't just introduce yourself to new people, but introduce people you just met to people that you just met. You know, so like I said, you know, be that John that introduces Mark and Alyssa. Be that John. So, say you're sitting there, eating with your new friend Natalie, and then you see your friend Austin come up, and so you're like, oh, hey, Austin, what's up? And so y'all start talking, and you say, oh, by the way, this is my friend Natalie, Austin, Natalie. They, exchange hellos and stuff, and so now they're kind of acquaintances, and then from there, it's kind of up to them if they want to continue to be, friends. So, yeah, and also, on that end, as the person who's, introducing people, just be sure to make it a comfortable environment, and also, as being the person who's, being introduced to new people, it's your decision to follow up with people as well, and be like, oh, hey, do you want to hang out and, grab smoothies or something? And, from there, it's kind of your decision to make friends or not with those people. So, yeah. Just remember, like I said, people in college are weird. It's great. There's people just like you. There's people different than you. There's people from different parts of the world, different continents. It's great. I love it. So, those are my 10 tips for college on making a social life. I'll do different sections on, college tips, and then whatever it is. So, yeah, send me requests and stuff, leave comments, like this video, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys. This is what I've done sometimes.